All right, day 745 going live. Today, you're going to see me picking up from the day before about how we're using Poppy AI to update our ways of creating content. Now, yesterday, I think I showed you how we went through the different sort of PDFs that specifically talked about how to do it. So let's talk about this, right? So I'm coming from my templates, and you're going to see right here how, let's see. This is how you pitch a product, right? This is a good template of how you do it and how to actually organize it and try to write good copy in a way where it says, hey, this will catch attention, answering an objection. People love a good breakdown. And this kind of shows you exactly why it's being done a certain way. And all these annotated images are from PDFs. However, they could not probably could not see the annotated images. So what I'm going to do right now is I essentially took the screenshots, right, that were originally in PDF form, but I have the screenshots now. Annotated images for carousel templates. And as I do this, let's see if I can do this. Plug it in over here. One. Oops. Delete this. I group this. This is a pretty big group. Here's a dot. So I'll connect this dot to this person. Great. So now that I connect to this one, now I can tell it that, okay, great. So before I was like, hey, look, upload them whenever I'm ready. Are these specific creator? Boom. All right, let's go. Yes, I just provided the annotated images from the group called Annotated Images for Carousel Templates. These are from a specific creator named Maria Wendt. I do not have any certain templates that I want to prioritize. However, I do want to make sure that we are adjusting it slightly for real estate. And please, after you go through these annotated images, what is your recommendation on how to best carry it forward? Is there a prompt that you should generate so that I can use it to follow all the learnings from here? What's the best way to apply it to all my future content creation that are for carousels? Now, what I'm working towards is creating 3 posts. I want to 3x my output right now. I want to do one reel in the morning, one carousel in the afternoon, another reel at night. So let's see. Show face, boom. Hook patterns. Great. Hook with a face or bold statement. It's teaching screenshots, personal stories. Show screenshots to show, don't tell. Gets vulnerable to build trust. Content max. Key differences. Uninformed housing, Instagram growth, deal analysis, market insights, section knowledge, emotional, mission driven. Yep. Pitch, education, podcast, community, maybe tools. A boss, relatable mom. Tell humble teacher, grateful student, mission focus. Great. Keep these for you. Show screenshots, underlying key numbers. Okay, so I'll keep these modified. Your mission family don't need beach photos of your daughter. Okay. Girl boss energy. Yep. So it's already starting to learn how I talk, right? So it's combining now this version of how I talk about myself with my storytelling, and don't take everything. This is interesting, right? This is actually kind of smart. I don't dislike it. This is pretty good. Even tells me comment passing from my guy comment spreadsheet analysis tool. Here are my business fuck ups. Here are the 3 videos I passed I shouldn't have. Interesting. Really good. E-document with something for housing content. Create carousels, creation prompts. The prompt I create for your outbait. Creation prompt include 1. Content templates. Master prompt. Create. I want to go with option A, just create the full system right now. But I also want to make sure there are elements of how I'm specifically learning about how to raise capital from debt, equity, and also sponsorships or donations as part of the topics because you only have a few topics right now about birth strategy, but there isn't enough topics specifically around public private partnerships, how to work with city governments to develop real estate, and how to apply our strategies towards multifamily affordable housing to create more supply of affordable housing. So this is how I work with Poppy. I kind of go back and forth. I want to make sure that boom, I now have this prompt that I can use to create more carousels. And I can just do this going forward and just generate all this content that I could just start posting every single day. What I'm looking to do is create a content. Essentially, there are real estate creators, right? There are educational creators that will create and hire a whole social media team to essentially do this. There's one person that's going to be focused on shorts, driving traffic, and all their goal is like figuring out, okay, what do I need to do? What is my way on creating carousels? And getting these formulas down is so important because you don't get it down, you're not going to be able to succeed because this is such a volume game that you really have to do this over and over and over. Look at all these templates, all these patterns, right? So now I have all these tactics. Now I just got to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? And the next thing I want to do is I want to be able to take all these prompts and apply it to my RAG agent, which I have been showing you over the past couple of days. Like, how do I create the right amount of folks? How do I create the right content using all of the content that I've created already, right? That's what's the most important here. So hopefully this is helpful, everybody. Again, my goal is for you to just figure out how do you do this? How do you actually create content that helps people, but in a way that's captivating? Because guess what? What I've learned is that it doesn't matter how great your content is if you do not hook them. Because if someone never pays attention to your content, they're never going to learn how to create more affordable housing. This is why I do this, right? If you look at my past lives on YouTube, youtube.com/@KentFahey, you will see how I go through all these different ways of explaining things, how to create more affordable housing. And then at the same time, I am now learning how to become a better storyteller. So I don't want to lose my tone, but I also want to learn how to become better at speaking. So I got these ones in here. Then I got all my scripts, text scripts about how to write better carousels. And then I got annotated images. And I like Maria's content because she's really good at writing copy. It also has a sense of warmth to it, which is the element that I do want attached to our content because affordable housing is so much about the mission. It's about taking care of the families that are out there that needs a little bit more help, a little bit more love. And that's why I like the way that she writes copy because I think it can really resonate with how I want to communicate. So again, it's to each your own, right? You're taking the best elements from people that you have taught. Look at that. My thing is still going. I got so many. I got so many things. Oh my goodness. I have so many templates created right now. Like I can literally make all this content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna film the B-roll, and now all my carousels can literally just be applied with something like this. That's it. Content creation is so easy now because one, it's helping someone is essentially the best way to think about AI is imagine it as an intern. That intern has the perfect memory of everything you've said to that intern with perfect recall. But now you also get to give it instructions about, hey, this is who I want you to learn from. I want you to draft this content. I still have to come in and review the last 10%, right? But the first 10% of designing it, that's me setting this up right now. How do I speak? How do I get better at communicating and telling stories? Here's all the real templates that I want you to look at and learn. And here's all the high performing carousels that are doing well and why they're doing well. Teach that to my intern so that he will spend or she will spend, well, in this case, it's the AI agent, spend the next 80% creating all the content, which is exactly what it's doing right now, right? Boom, right? It's literally telling me what to do on each slide. That's literally what I would have a content team do. And now I don't need to worry so much about what I'm doing. Now I just add this. And now I just replicate and put it in the system. Now all I do is just film and someone will just crank out all this content for me. All right. I hope this is fun, everybody. I just love sharing with you what I'm learning every single day to get a little bit better, right? AI is now here, it's relevant. And if you don't learn to use technology, you will just become so far behind. And the people that are going to be on it, they're going to be exponentially ahead of you. So don't be late. Right now, you're still early. And I'm sharing with you exactly how I'm leveraging AI to get more content out there so I can help more people and meet people where they are so they can get the information that they want to create as much affordable housing as possible. That's why I'm doing this. All right. So check this out. And again, if you guys want my referral link to sort of support the Affordable Housing Podcast, let me know. Just DM me the word Poppy and I'll send you a link. Again, you don't need to use this, but I'm using it because I'm trying to teach you how I'm using it. And this is so far from what I've seen, the most user friendly way of dragging and dropping content that you want it to learn from you. All right. Hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you all tomorrow for day 746 of Going Live. Have a good one, everybody.